Hello everyone, we hope you're well. And Wendy's sitting there sniggering because apparently I look a bit of a prat in this hat. Right, now these are food covers. Now, we were given some of these by New Name Same Me, and she said, oh, they're really cheap on TEMU. She's a bad influence on Wendy.
No, I
yes,
thought
Lisa,
cups
you
into
are.
as well. I mean, it should have shown them the cups.
Yeah, we've got
as
cups
well.
But I'm just going to Wendy's just going to show you what she's bought. But when I mentioned these covers in a video, Tina got in touch with us and said, if you order these ones, Graham, they're a bit bigger. So to show you how big they are, look, there's one on my head.
He's got a big
I
head.
tell you what, I'm like Humpty Dumpty, like a t-shirt. It's got to come off because it's warm. I'm boiling. But that, you see, they're a fair size. I mean, if it fit round my head, we better make sure we don't put that one on food, don't we? Because
no, put an hole on it.
I've got all sorts of things, you know. I mean, who knows what's lurking around in here? Right.
You were sticking up there.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It sticks up anyway. Right, now, Tina said to us, get these sort because they're a bit bigger, and as I say, they seem quite big, so we've got to see how we go with them. We've already got some food covered up, Tina, so they do seem to work all right. And then she said to me, did you get that bottle that I told you to get because it's fantastic? Well, the honest answer is, Tina, I just forgot, but I did tell you that.
Yeah.
I need a reminder because we had one before. It stopped spraying, but I'll let Wendy show you because you've got to get it out.
The worst, we had to get it out because there was a little bit of plastic inside. We thought, oh garbage, it broke, but it wasn't. It must have been just something from the factory.
I don't think it's broke. I can't find where anything's come off.
It was closed. An amazing thing was I sprayed it and there were water in it. I don't think there is now.
There is.
Yeah.
It's just dripped on there.
That's
We haven't touched it yet.
not touched it. It was water in
get
it.
That.
So it needs all rinsing and
wash
that.
out. Yeah.
Because you don't
Warm
want
water wash.
But yeah, it's fantastic, really.
It looks alright. It's big, isn't it?
But
I mean,
we will.
look at the size of it. And if I put it, look it near the look at the size of it.
Need more.
No, but it is quite big.
Yeah, it is.
But it looks like it's okay.
Yeah, it shows
that flips down to seal the top so that it sprays out there. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Perhaps Tina knows, but we've only just got it. We've not used it yet. So
it needs a good wash.
how much was it, Wendy?
I've just screwed the back packet up.
I lost it.
Don't put my glasses on.
Well, again, now I can see.
I know you've got
I wear mine all the time. I still can't see.
£2.38.
£2.38 that was.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But Tina says they're great, so we'll see how it goes. I'll put that over there.
And there's the bags, what we've brought. Oh, dear.
Oh,
Here
there's
they
the
are.
bags.
There, they've got the price on.
It's got all these, that's it. Now these were, what's that say?
$1.49, is it?
Oh,
I'm
right,
sure it is.
Yeah, $1.49, you've got all. What, trying to read the Chinese writing on the back?
I've written it as well.
I said to her, well, do the translation to see what all the writing means, mate.
For the size.
Devil.
Oh.
But anyway, it told you, didn't it, on the thing what size they were. I forgot what you said.
And you know what? We were so silly. We were looking and that. We were trying to be clever, doing it on my phone, translating it. And then I went, ain't we daft? They'll be on the order.
Just looked on the
So
order.
we just looked on the
But
order
what
and
did
it would show
say?
you.
I can't remember.
Have I got to do it again?
Yeah,
Shall we translate it again?
Yeah, let's go all through. Wendy says, let's just do this bit of a film to show you. But mate, you've been sat here about an hour messing about. How much is this? What's that called? Because I've got no idea. I don't think any of us have. But you get, I think it's a bag of 100, that is.
The size is, what of them, is size 42 centimetres by 6.53 centimetres.
6.5, eh?
Yeah.
Inches.
Inches.
Where is it? 6.5 inches.
Just
Just over 6.5 inches.
Right.
But we've had them on slightly bigger things than that, but I suppose that's just to cover them. Right, now we've shown you them, haven't we?
Right,
Now-
so now.
Now, I'm telling you now, thank you, Tina, but don't get bombarded.
I know, I'm
Wendy
going to
with
keep
things you should buy
buying.
in TEMU. Oh, I don't know.
Right,
this
this
is
one,
so cheap, isn't
This
it?
was 188. I thought, well, this would be ideal. You know, when we go camping in the little caravan, but I suppose it's all right.
That was 188.
Yes,
It's all good.
188.
Free.
Hey? No, that was free, that one.
Oh yeah.
That,
Right.
not this.
Go on then.
This is to go with that.
Go on then, let's look at this wonderful thing.
Well, I've not looked at it yet, so I don't know. It looks
No.
like an apple. I think it's
I bet it's
supposed to be
something
an
else
apple.
I've got to screw on the wall.
No. Oh, it's sticky. And you put them into here. Right, and you just pull them out.
Right, let's have a
I
look.
don't know if it works. I don't know.
Oh, right, it's supposed to be an apple. And you put them
yeah.
in there, and then when you want one, you just pull them out the
But that
bottom.
looks a big hole.
What was that?
It does, don't it? They'll all fall out.
But anyway, I think that, I didn't know this, but I think that's supposed to look like an apple, look,
Yeah.
isn't it? My God, you're going to have so much plastic junk screwed on the wall, it's unbelievable. Never mind, that's what it is. Right, what else did you get?
Hold on, let me have a look. Is it going to work? I don't
Yeah,
think
you just shove them in.
that's. Yeah, but look at the hole.
It'll be alright.
I'm not sure about that.
Alright, I might get away with not having to put it on the
Right,
wall.
and this come, and I didn't order this, so I don't know if it's one of them freebie things. But I thought, well, it'll do for the caravan again. Put carrier bags in.
It says convenient.
I
So
don't
I don't know, do you leave little presents in it? Like you do upstairs in the toilet? I don't know what it means. But it's a Velcro top. Mate, this is good Velcro. Wow, that's good Velcro.
And that's not even on my list, so I don't know what's happened.
No.
Someone's probably missing that.
I don't really know what that is, to be absolutely honest.
No.
Oh, it's got a pouch here.
Yeah, it's got a pouch.
So what's this all
I
about?
don't. That's the sticky
Oh,
on
that
the.
sticks on the wall. Oh,
Yeah.
right, I didn't know that. So you stick that on your wherever it is, and then you just put that on. Oh, it's to put polythene bags in and stuff like that, is it?
Someone's
That's what
probably
you
missing
said.
it. I don't know if you do
No,
get.
it's free. If you do get
I
one.
have had a few bits where they've not been put on the list. and
Right,
they
so
just
it
put
hangs
it
on the wall, and whatever you put in it is in there. Right.
Right,
Fantastic,
and I
isn't
think this other things, this is going to help a lot because our cupboard, it's got so many things like this.
Because Graham buys them when he sees them.
Foil, baking paper, parchment paper.
It tends
Oh,
to brown the other side.
so-
If you use it in your air fryer and put stuff on the top, it tends to brown it as well. It's been pretty
Yeah,
good.
but
I
at the
think.
moment you open the cupboard
And they all fall
fall
out
out.
I've got about half a dozen, no, probably more than
Yeah.
half a dozen.
So
Because we can't
yeah.
always get it.
So I got this because I thought, well, we could stick them on the door,
It's just so
but
you
then
know
there's
what
going to
we're
still
on.
be a load more, isn't there? It will put it down, but you lay them on the door like that, on Mary's book.
Right. I think I'll better fit these. I have to fit things in this
Yeah,
house.
and there's
But
the
what it
sticky
is,
pads.
that goes,
Over
I'm
there.
only guessing, because
Yeah,
that goes like that, look, and it just sticks on your cupboard, so
But
you
you
can
won't-
just lift it off or pull it out.
I would just lift it up.
But you bought two of them, ain't you?
There's two in that, and
Yeah, but
Them-
you need two for
yeah.
one, so you've got four of these now.
yeah,
Right, so that's the idea of that. Where's the sticky here's this.
yeah.
So you stick
They're on
that,
there.
you've got to go in the right distance, but that
Yeah.
sticks on
These
there.
were £2.
£2.
£2,
each.
yeah, £2 each.
£2
Yeah.
each, right, there you go.
Which I think is quite a lot of money really for a bit of plastic, but
Yeah.
I think it will help.
Well, I don't know, we'll find out. I can see the sense in that because we've got our foil on one of them things and you just pull
That
it
helps,
out
don't
and
it?
the cling film. And it is easier, isn't it? But not that we don't use much of the cling film, we use more of the foil really.
But the big baking paper, I don't think it
Yeah.
will fit on there, but these little ones, it will, and it will be a big
Well,
help.
the only thing is, if you fit it
That one
on
goes
the
in
cupboard
there.
for that, and then you get a bigger roll. Ain't going to fit, is it? So we've got that to contend with.
Yeah, so there's my buy.
Is that what you got?
Yeah, that's it.
That didn't take long, did it?
You won't let me spend too much money.
I don't know how she does it, mate. I'll tell you what.
You could go on forever, couldn't you?
Now, on the end of this video, while we were doing this, we did some baking, and this lot turned up. We're looking, and we got no time, and we thought it's dinner time already. We need some lunch.
I've got part flour in my hair. I've got.
I thought, well, Wendy says we've got a lot of eggs. We've been buying eggs and we haven't used them yet. So we had an omelette. So I made an omelette and I did it in the air fryer. But I used those new pans that we bought with the detachable handle. But you'll see, they're going to turn up more and more.
Squeak.
Is it squeaking?
Well, squeaky
table. Squeaking. Anyway, I made this omelette. You'll see the video. Now, it was gorgeous. Now, we've done them in the air fryer lots of times. But this one, because we use the ice sapientia, I'm squeaking like
that. Yeah, squeaking. Because
we use the ice sapientia, I use the 10-inch pan and it fits lovely in there. So, but anyway, you'll see the video after this. And what Wendy wants to mention, we'll put a video up. I don't know whether it's on yet. I don't know. I'll put this on today probably. Squeaking again. We've been bought this book, look, by a subscriber. It's fantastic, but it will be. Look who's on the front, Mary Berry. Now straight away,
54.
She said to us, look at page 54. I don't need to tell you this because we've actually made the video. But our subscriber,
we didn't know what to expect because that's just the picture. We thought,
well, we're not saying too much, but we've made that and it was gorgeous, and I've squeaked on the table again. Now our subscriber said, look,
I'm watching that bird.
Graham will like that. Oh.
If it gets your grass seed.
That's another story.
Oh, it's gone. It's all right.
This book's great, and we're going to be using that. So you'll see that cropping up. Yeah, what Wendy's on about, I've put some grass seed down. Now what happened, yeah, I'll try and explain. What happened is last year, at the end of the year, stop leaning on the table. If you look like, are you defensive like this? I went for an interview once, you know.
When you're changing the subject.
I know, I'm sorry. And they said to me, don't sit like that because you'll never get the job. And I thought, oh, so I sat like this. And still didn't get the job.
Why have we got a squeaky table anyway?
It's because I moved it. It's probably sitting on somewhere. Anyway, right, the grass. We're going to go off again here, aren't we? We're supposed to be about this. It don't matter, does it? Let's just carry on. Our grass, last year, I was like tidying up and making room in the shed so we can put the chairs and all that in. And there was a bag, and it was, I didn't realise what was in it. I looked at it, oh, it's lawn food. And I thought, I can't even remember buying it. It's been in there ages. So, chuck it on the grass, it'll be all right. So chuck it, and it was coming out in great lumps. It was like this, like tennis ball bouncing. And I thought, it's going to make it. Like, when I'm sorted out, I'll rake it over.
But I didn't know this. And I went on the camera upstairs and I says, look, someone's been walking on our grass.
Yeah, look, I ain't got there yet. What happened is, I thought I'll rake that out later when I've done it. So I put all the furniture in there. Mate forgot, didn't I? We get sea line again. So it burnt the grass, then it made a right mess. And Wendy saw in the security camera, she says, somebody's been on the grass, look at that. I said, it's me, I'll go and spread it out because I can see it's burnt the grass. Too late, mate, it's burnt the grass.
Yeah.
And our lawn's been all right, it needs a bit of attention, but it made a hell of a mess. And I thought, oh no. So I went out there, and it's the winter. I don't want to go out there then, do you? So come this spring, I've gone out there and raked it, and it's not having any effect. I've got to sit with my hands like this, look, it's making the table squeak. So what we did, I said to Wendy, we need a scarifier. Now, my mate used to lend me one. It's a bit cheeky when you've not seen him for a bit. Gives you scarifier, Steve, because he'll know. Yeah, I don't think he'll watch this, but just in case he does, it was a family heirloom. It was his dad's. And anyway, I thought I should be buying one, and we weren't going to. But what we did...
There was some moss, weren't there? Really was in the grass.
There always is, isn't there?
Yeah.
And I don't touch it too much, but cut the grass long is a good thing. But anyway, this scarifier, Wendy says, oh, I don't know, no, I seen one cheap battery one and I thought that'd be great. And I thought, well, when the battery's duff, you've had it, and you don't use the scarifier very often, do you? So we were looking round and we happened to go to, well, we went and did the weekly shop. Now we got 10% off, and we seen one in Lidl, and was it about 80 quid? I can't remember now. I forgot the price. I tell you what, I ought to do a bit of a review on that for you, because you don't use a scarifier very often, and I thought, oh no, it's going to be rubbish, isn't it, from there? But I looked at it, and unlike the old ones that I've had before and borrowed, it had adjustments on the wheel so you can change the actual depth, and as well as got, you know, on a scarifier you have all the springs. Well, this one had got them blade like cutters that dig in, and I looked and I thought, if it works, it's going to be a good one. So I get it home. We were busy, I didn't try it. Anyway, it turned right and I thought, I can get out there now. And I had cut the lawn, so it weren't too long. So I got the scarifier out and it had the actual blade fitted, and I thought, well, let's have a go with that. God blimey, mate, does that rip it up? And that, the amount of muck I got out of that lawn, I couldn't believe it. So I did it with that. Now, I must have gone 20 foot and the wheel fell off. I thought, oh, here we go, blooming little again, isn't it? And this thing that I bought, I'll have to show you, it's made in Germany. And you think, well, it's not a BMW or an Audi, is it? The wheels fell off already, and it gone about 20 foot. Anyway, I thought, I carried on, I sort of get it a bit out, you know. And when I finished, I had a look at it and I thought, well, I could see there was a split pin in the shaft, and I thought, oh, the split pins fell out. Well, it turned out, when I took it to bits, they haven't fitted a split pin, so I can't find a split pin, mate. I've had millions in my life, don't know where any on them are. So I managed to just put a screw in there and it just catches, so it's holding. Anyway, it's fine now, it's great. But what I did then, a few days later, I fitted the springs, because you can change the blade. Fitted the springs, I did it again. That ripped even more out, and we're left with a bit of a muddy patch that used to be a lawn squeaking again. So I thought, well, we're going to have to get some grass seed. Now I've put grass seed down, and Wendy's made some really embarrassing looking crow scarers and pigeon scarers.
Well, you wouldn't stand out there, would you?
I've also painted the fence. Now, the fence is another story, but I've painted the shed and the fence, and I've just got it all done. And there I am, flaked out on the settee, mate. Everything wears me out. Knock on the door. My next door neighbour.
It weren't April the 1st,
no, it weren't.
No.
My neighbour, it's only the other day, knocked on the door. Hey up, Graham, I saw you've been asleep. Yeah, you know how you look, like Ken Dodd. And I says, what sort? He says, I'm replacing all the fence on that side. And I did call him something I really shouldn't, but he took it in the right spirit. I said, have you been watching me out the window? I've just painted the old fence, I've done right. He says, yeah, but it's all broke at the bottom. He says, I don't want the dog going out. Well, fair enough, I mean, great, he's replacing it. I'm not calling him, it's great, but ain't it ironic, isn't it? Just when I've just gone, that's the last bit of painting I've got to do, thank God, but now he's replacing the fence. I tell you what, I wonder if I should show you.
I did buy something else I forgot to say.
Oh, did you?
That dragonfly outside, the solar light.
Oh, and she had a solar light.
I did buy that was £6. That was, because you have to make
£6?
Yeah, you have to add it up, don't you? You've got to get something to. Well, it's a good one though, isn't it?
Right,
It's nice, but. I did get something a couple of weeks ago which I didn't mention, and we were quite. Graham used to moan at me plants in the window in the kitchen
when
we was filming.
It's too dark
and
there.
The kids keep buying me them, and I'm thinking, where can I put them? We haven't got window ledges.
I bet you can see them.
Yeah, we haven't got window ledges. We haven't on because we've got blinds, so you haven't got many of them.
Yeah, the blinds knock them out the window.
So I'd seen a stand on TEMU, and actually I can't remember how much it was.
That was cheap, but it's
yeah,
not.
it's
I
done,
mean, look.
it's done a job.
Mother-in-law's tongue. Look at the size of that. It's nearly as big as Wendy's.
It did worry me, thinking, is it going to be all right, the plants? But there is a light
it's all right,
coming
actually.
through.
It is all right.
And that, so it's
I mean,
been
I don't know.
ideal.
I don't know what it looks like here. I keep squeaking
I
again.
know.
So what?
And it's only plastic, but it looks all right, don't
Well,
it?
you can see them on there if I get a bit of that. Touching that.
You're touching me.
Right, so that's all we're going to tell you. Now, what I will do, when we've finished, I'll just give you a shot of the grass, because you're going to laugh. It's made a right mess of, and I can I'll tell you what, I says to Wendy, I can see grass growing out there, and she says, no you can't. But I reckon the grass is growing.
The trouble
it's
is,
been about
the
a week
birds
now.
are getting used to the...
Well,
he's going to have to go out. He's going to have to
I'm going to have to stand out there all day looking like Wurzel Gummidge, ain't I? Mind you, I ain't got far to go then. I've put this shirt on because it's the smartest one I've got. I look like Wurzel Gummidge on a bad day when I'm on a good day. Mind you, I like Wurzel Gummidge, it's all right. Right. You remember the wrestler, Cat Weasel? You remember him and all?
Yeah,
he was scruffy, wasn't he?
I think I do.
I do. Anyway, you will.
I'm too young.
You will. Oh yeah, you're too young. Right. Now.
But I'm going to be picking, I'm going to be doing quite a few out of the Mary Berry.
Hopefully,
yes. There's a couple of
There's one or two that we've been told are good in here already.
Yeah, so I'm going to...
squeaking again.
But I've got me list of what I'm doing up to now, because I'd like you know it's Easter's coming up. So we've got to make something for Easter.
Now, I think we've finished, haven't we? That's it. So we're not going to drag on too long, because I can't see the time. But this is 20 minutes. So what I was going to do, as I say, I'll attach the video making the omelette on the end of here, if there's time. Oh no, I think this is a video on its own.
You've got to do some work, get these stuck on, haven't you? Because I keep hitting my head on that cupboard when all these boxes keep falling out. Every time we go to a shop you better get
a couple of that.
You better get a couple. You know,
and we noticed that some of the new ones as well, they're not like that. They're brown, but they seem to work the same. I don't know. These are white, but as I say, that
there's been quite a few instances where people have been buying cheaper covers, you know, like the paper that you put into air fryers, and they've been catching fire. You know, so you've got to be very careful.
You do have to be careful. I mean, we are. You can see we try and weight
and
things
you know that
down.
we've been using these, and there's been no incidents.
Hey, I tell you what, I scored a goal the other day, and that's another video that ain't gone on yet. But when Wendy made these things, they're brilliant. I'm telling you too much, but I'll show you them outside. But we've got some little pegs, and they were all slipping down. And I says, well, I'll peg them up, because she just put foil on sticks, and of course they blow off, don't they?
Where is my pegs anyway?
So, well, they're all out there on that.
Well, there's a few in here, isn't there?
I don't
in
know.
that black bag.
But you'll see, when you see this, I can't remember, what was it? Anyway, I made this video, and it was, you've seen it already. It was on that, it was on that chicken, wasn't it? That chicken breast we bought. That meat we bought from the butcher, it really good. We had the gammon last night, beautiful. But anyway, the chicken meal that you saw, I put little, they're like clothes pegs but stainless steel, and I put them on the end. That held the foil on top, brilliant. Yeah, they've seen that, but you've seen that video.
But you've got to be very careful with them. Don't think.
Oh yeah, because you're dead tempted to lift it out and just take them off with your fingers.
You know, if you hang clothes out and you just automatically just.
Well, they're only little tiny pegs. We bought them for camping, but they're brilliant.
Some years ago we bought them.
Yeah, we did.
And I had some lights for the caravan, didn't I? And I couldn't find them.
We stripped them up, hung them up with that. Easy. Anyway, look, we're waffling. I can't put nothing on the end of this video now, it's too long. Too much rabbiting.
You can.
Don't shut up. Anyway, let me just show you these silly things in the garden.
Well, don't show them them
No,
silly things.
I'm going to show you because...
Don't show them, and then
Well,
you've got...
I've already told you they're going to want to know now.
It's only my
And
silly things.
I've had to move... I had all junk down the
It
side of the
don't
fence and I
matter.
pulled it away. It looks a right mess.
All
but
it is
it's
it's meat skewers
meat skewers and foil.
and foil and some clips.
You're going to laugh, I'm telling you. I'm going to show you now. I'll tell you what, I'll turn this off. I'll
It's
take
all
you
about
outside.
you taking the mick out of
it's
me
all about
all
me.
the time. It is. It's
Anyway.
all the time.
Look after yourselves.
Can't this fit
and
over
I'll see
your
you
face?
soon. You wouldn't know. Don't do that. Don't try this at home. It's too dangerous. Grief. Come on. Right. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Bye. I tell you what. Let's see if this camera turns off without me losing my temper.
Oh no.
Stop recording. Right. First of all, look. There's Wendy's new light. And these. Look. That's what I'm on about. She's made look to keep the birds off. You see all the junk I've pulled away from the fence there, look. Now that's the fence we're replacing. So I've just finished painting all that. It's typical. Look at these, look. All that one's fell down, the pegs come up. But look, that was the idea, look. We just pegged them on there. It seems to be working, but I've told Wendy I can see the grass growing here. But you can see, look what a mess it's made. It really has. Now I'll put a bit of water on here because it's been so dry, hasn't it? But I'm sure I can see bits of grass growing. Look, there were big bold patches, look, made a right mess it did. It was my fault. Anyway, there's not much to show you out here, is there? So we'll leave it at that. That's the window that Wendy's on about, look. It was full of plants. They were halfway up the window. You couldn't get no light in them. It's only a small window. I hope that window looks clean. It should do. I've just washed it. Bit streaky, but there you go. Right. Look after yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye.